Welcome back. Today we're going to walk through a genuinely fascinating 15-year scenario inspired by the team over at Tech Trade and Shy. We're going to track 5 friends who invested in the exact same fund but somehow walked away with completely wildly different results. Let's get right into it. So here is the core mystery we're unpacking today. How do 5 people buy the exact same fund at the exact same time but end up with entirely different bank balances? Imagine this scenario. 5 friends meet up at age 50. 15 years ago, they all started investing. Not a single one of them picked individual stocks, none of them chased hot tips, and nobody tried to time the market. Yet one friend walks away with almost 60 lakh rupees, while another barely scrapes past the 21 lakh mark. I mean, how is a gap of nearly 40 lakh rupees even mathematically possible when the investment vehicle is literally identical? Well, before we solve that mystery, let's lay down the ground rules just to prove that the playing field here is absolutely level. All 5 investors start at age 35 and they finish at 50. They all pour their money into the exact same Nifty Index Fund for those 15 years. And for the sake of this model, we're assuming a net annual return of 11.8%. Now, obviously, future returns are never guaranteed, right? We aren't here to predict the market, we're just here to illustrate how your behavior changes absolutely everything. Okay, meet Investor 1. We'll call him the consistent investor. His strategy is, well, about as simple as it gets. He sets up a systematic investment plan, a standard SIP, of 5,000 rupees every single month. And then he does absolutely nothing. No annual increases when he gets a raise, no throwing in random bonus money, and definitely no panic selling when the news cycle gets scary. Just a robotic, reliable 5,000 rupees every month for 15 years. The result? He puts in a total of 9 lakh rupees out of his own pocket, and his portfolio grows to 23.39 lakh. That is over 14 lakh in unrealized gains. Honestly, not a bad outcome at all for a totally set-it-and-forget-it strategy.
But listen to what happens when we tweak just one tiny variable. Enter Investor 2, the career growth investor. He starts with that exact same 5,000 rupee monthly SIP, but he adds one absolutely crucial rule. Every single year, after his appraisal or salary hike, he increases his SIP by just 10%. So year 2 is 5,500, year 3 is 6,050, and so on. He isn't out there learning complicated options trading, he's literally just letting his investments grow naturally alongside his income. By age 50, he's invested a total of 19.06 lakh rupees, but his portfolio value, a whopping 40.80 lakh rupees. Just one simple habit created a massive difference.
Now, let's step it up again. Meet Investor 3, the wealth builder. This friend follows the exact same strategy as our career growth investor, the 5,000 monthly SIP with that nice 10% annual bump. But he adds one incredibly powerful rule. Every year, whenever he gets a bonus at work, maybe some incentive pay, or even just extra cash from a side hustle, he takes 50,000 rupees and just dumps it right into the same fund as a lump sum. No fancy stock picking, he's just putting extra idle cash to work. By age 50, his total invested amount sits at 26.56 lakh rupees, but his portfolio skyrockets to 59.31 lakh. That's almost 20 lakh more than our second investor, purely by capturing that extra bonus money. Now, what if you're someone who just hates the idea of a monthly deduction? You just want to get it over with. That brings us to Investor 4, the bonus investor. Every January, without fail, he takes 60,000 rupees and invests it as one single lump sum. Now, mathematically speaking, 60,000 rupees a year is identical to 5,000 rupees a month. So his total invested amount over those 15 years is exactly 9 lakh rupees, the exact same out-of-pocket amount as Investor 1. But he skips the monthly drip and just goes all in at the start of each year.
Finally, we have to talk about Investor 5, the real-life investor. Honestly, this is probably the one most of us can relate to the most. He starts with the standard 5,000 rupee SIP, and everything goes perfectly for about 4 years. Then, life happens. Maybe it's a sudden job loss, an unexpected medical bill, or just heavy family responsibilities. He has to hit the pause button. For 1 full year, there are no investments, no contributions, zero. But as soon as his life stabilizes, he resumes his SIP and keeps going to age 50. Because of that 1-year gap, he only invests a total of 8.40 lakh rupees.
All right, it's the moment of truth. Let's look at the final scoreboard. We've ranked our 5 friends from first to last based on their portfolio value at age 50. In first place, we've got Investor 3, the wealth builder, sitting pretty at an incredible 59.31 lakh. Second place goes to the career growth investor at 40.80 lakh. Third is the bonus investor at 24.61 lakh. Fourth is the consistent investor at 23.39 lakh. And rounding out the group is our real-life investor at 21.45 lakh. I really want you to think about these numbers for a second. Nobody discovered a secret stock. Nobody timed the market. The massive, life-changing gaps you're hearing about come entirely from slight behavioral differences over those 15 years.
Now, what's really fascinating here is the head-to-head battle between Investor 1 and Investor 4. Both of them invested exactly 9 lakh rupees out of their own pockets. But Investor 4 actually walks away with about 1.2 lakh rupees more in his portfolio. Why is that? Well, because putting 60,000 rupees into the market earlier, in January, rather than dripping it in month by month, gave Investor 4 a slight compounding edge over the course of each year. It's a relatively small difference, sure, but it drives home an incredibly important lesson. Time in the market matters. Getting your money to work as soon as possible simply gives it more time to grow.
Let's pivot back to our winner, Investor 3, because this is where compounding just totally flexes its muscles. The outcome for the wealth builder is honestly just beautiful. Think about his total invested. He put in a hefty 26.56 lakh rupees, but his unrealized gain is a staggering 32.75 lakh rupees. The sheer magic of compounding means his money eventually started working way harder than he did. His gains actually exceeded the massive amount of capital he put in. And remember, he didn't earn a higher percentage return than his friends. He simply gave compounding more fuel to burn by consistently adding to his principal.
And listen, I want to make absolutely sure we don't overlook Investor 5 here. His story offers a vital message of reassurance for all of us. The real-life investor had to pause for a whole year. And you know what? That one-year pause did not destroy his future wealth, it just delayed it slightly. He still walked away with over 13 lakh rupees in pure profit. Giving up completely when things got tough? Yeah, that would have destroyed his wealth. But pausing, taking care of life, and then resuming the habit? That's entirely okay. It proves you absolutely do not have to be perfect to be successful in the long run.
Which brings us to the core takeaway of this entire explainer. If you remember one thing, make it this. In the long run, consistency often beats brilliance. The difference between 21 lakh and nearly 60 lakh wasn't about finding the perfect asset, it wasn't about timing the bottom of a market crash, or becoming some genius day trader. Your future wealth is influenced far more by your behavior. Things like systematically increasing your contributions as your salary grows, investing those random bonuses instead of blowing them, and just staying the course. That beats trying to predict the markets every single time.
So, I'll leave you with this final provocative thought to chew on today. Which investor are you right now? Are you the consistent investor, the career growth investor, the wealth builder, or maybe the real-life investor who occasionally just needs to hit pause? Remember, there is no such thing as a perfect investor because, well, life happens. The goal isn't perfection, the goal is progress. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer today. I hope this helps you look at your own investing strategy just a little bit differently. Keep learning, keep investing, and I'll see you on the next one.